The Three Musketeers by Alexander Dumas. Chapter 1.
No, not the book. The war game. Today we are playtesting Plume and Blade, a set of homebrew rules we are developing to play out skirmishes set in the age of swashbucklers. The scenario was based both on the fictional and historical accounts of the Musketeers of the King of France. Our game is set during the Fronde, an internal French conflict in which French nobles and the Parliament of Paris sought to limit the powers of the monarchy. The Cardinal Mazarin, who succeeded the deceased Cardinal Richelieu as First Minister, has dispatched D'Artagnan and 3 of his musketeer comrades on a mission to deliver a sensitive letter to a noble who has not decided which side he will support. The delivery will take place at the courtyard of an out-of-the-way chateau because the spies of the Frondeur are everywhere. Our noble has dispatched a trusted servant to accept the letter. The musketeer bearing the letter must move into base-to-base contact with the servant and, while unengaged, spend an action handing the letter over. The terrain has ample items and locations we call props, which can be used in a variety of ways. Most notably, the pennants on the front of the chateau can be used to climb and leap to the balcony where the servant is located. This would all be easy, except unfortunately the Condé, leader of the Frondeurs, has gotten wind of the mission and set a trap. The Frondeur agents are already at the courtyard to capture the letter and possibly use it as leverage against the noble. These agents have been forbidden from attacking the servant, since doing so would drive her master over to the monarchists. They win by simply capturing the letter.
Hi, I'm Dan, and I'll be playing as the Musketeers.
I'm Erevan. I'm playing the Frondeur in support of Condé against the Musketeers.
The Frondeurs set up first and formed a line blocking access to the chateau. The Musketeers set up second and massed to their left. Our game began with Aramis attacking the rogue. An attacker secretly chooses to attack the side of the defender that they are facing, or either of the adjacent sides. A prepared defender may attempt to parry by guessing the side the attacker chose to attack.
Okay, I'm guessing that you're going for my right.
Was it
That
right?
is incorrect.
Okay, so retreat, yes or no?
Retreat, yes.
Okay, use the green stick.
A defender may also guess at the attack by choosing to retreat, but this allows the attacker to move the defender, sometimes into a position of disadvantage. If the attacker follows, the retreating defender takes a guess at the side under attack.
And I get to guess again, and I'm going to guess front this time.
That is correct.
Okay, so you stopped him.
By the end of the first round, the Frondeurs had closed in on the Musketeers. There were several additional attacks, but both players, concerned about becoming outflanked, chose not to follow their retreating defender, and so no wounds were inflicted. In the second round, our letter-bearer, Athos, headed for a trellis to climb to the balcony. The rogue rushed in to stop him, but the prepared Athos parried the rogue's attack and inflicted a nasty wound. One more wound would knock the rogue out of the game. Aramis attacked and drove back the rascal, and the agent attacked D'Artagnan. Both attacks went unguessed and succeeded, but poor die rolls prevented any wounds from being inflicted. Instead, the successful attacks won panache for their side. Panache can be used to perform amazing acts of daring do, which Porthos used to push the hay cart and force the Frondeurs back, breaking the momentum of their attack. All except the assassin, who also used panache to grasp a pennant along the front of the chateau to swing to the top of the balcony. In the third round, our letter-bearer, Athos, successfully attacked and drove back the rogue. He used the respite to climb the trellis. Then D'Artagnan attacked the agent successfully, driving him into a dilemma, so 2 dice were rolled to wound instead of 1. Both the die rolls were successful, inflicting 2 wounds and taking the agent out of the game. Only one Frondeur now stood between Athos and the servant, so the rascal used panache to swing to the balcony and attack him, wounding the musketeer. Athos was now wounded, outnumbered, and in a predicament. Seeing his comrade in peril, Aramis then used panache to swing to the balcony. He attacked and wounded the assassin. The outcome of our game hung on the edge of a razor. Fighting continued in the courtyard during the 4th round, but the action that would decide the game was now limited to the balcony. The Frondeur thought Aramis held the letter, so when the rascal took the first turn, he turned his back on Athos to attack Aramis from behind.
Roll it. My go, and I am so going first. Okay. He's flipping around and stabbing him in the back.
Okay.
Now, you're still on guard, so you can turn and face me, I believe.
I could.
You don't have to.
Could.
But
Oh, man.
I've got you totally dilemmified.
Dead to rights right here.
Aramis turned to face the rascal, but he was still in a dilemma, trapped between 2 enemies on the narrow confines of the balcony with no place to retreat. His parry guess was incorrect, but the rascal then failed to wound him on 2 50-50 die rolls. Aramis's heroism and luck left Athos unengaged, so he used the opportunity to rush towards the servant. But the assassin, also now unengaged, was able to oppose this move. Athos attacked the assassin, and the musketeers seemed to have control of the game. But the assassin guessed the attack direction and then counterattacked. Only a poor die roll saved the letter bearer. In round 5, the rascal renewed his attack on Aramis, driving him into the potted plant and again putting him in a dilemma. It looked like the end of Aramis, but then...
And so I need a 4, 5, 6.
Oh my god!
Can I stop and have a cigarette? This is really pissing me off.
Oh my god!
Amazingly, Aramis had now survived 4 50-50 die rolls. Athos and the assassin continued their duel, but neither landed a blow. On round 6, the musketeers went first. The heroic and extremely lucky Aramis again turned on the assassin, who, down to a single wound, turned to defend himself. Although Aramis's attack failed to wound the assassin, Athos, now unengaged again, was able to deliver the letter and win the game.
Yeah, it was a fun game. It was a good competitor. He definitely had me dead to rights with guessing which way I was attacking, left, right, or front, what have you. I thought I did a good job in the beginning, setting up a good NFL blocking line there. And then what really kind of changed the swing of things is when he used his panache to swing up folks from that prop up on the balcony, get 2 guys up there. And then I think I was able to kind of come in the end with kind of fooling him with who had the letter. And between Athos and Aramis, able to kind of do a little shimmy to get the letter to the lady to win the game. It was very close. Poor die rolling on both sides. Definitely made the game go a little longer. But for a first time, it was good. It was good.
No, I can't believe people died over something so trivial as delivering a letter to this woman when there's a revolution to be carried on.
Yeah.
That's it. The rebellion's important. This, not so much. No. No, there was a time when I could have won this, but Dan, that last move, there was nothing I could do. He forced my hand. So I thought it was well done. But it was a fun game.
Hey, thanks for watching. We're really enjoying playing and developing this game. If you want to learn more, just leave us a comment, or you can email us at wargamestonight@gmail.com.